Good morning everybody and welcome to day 78 of lockdown. It's a new episode. Just been to collect the camera, placed it on the sort of animal track run along the perimeter of the hedge, just going through the woodland. All the bait had gone, no footage. Nothing. There was one clip but nothing on it. Yeah, a bit frustrating. With regards to the wildlife camera, it's becoming more and more difficult at the moment to place the camera in a sort of area that I want to place the camera. And the reason for that being is the youths hanging out in the woods. They're staying out so late now. I would normally go out, place the camera wherever I wanted, nobody about. But recently, probably in the last week or two, there's just gangs of lads hanging around in the woods, and it sort of limits the places I can put the camera. I'm constantly on high alert, listening out for where they are, and you just don't know when they're going to turn up and find you placing the camera, or if they decide they've had enough and they're going home, they could see the camera. Even when it's dark, you know, they only have to put a torch on or switch the phone on and it highlights the camera somewhere. And guarantee, maybe not guarantee, maybe that's being a bit harsh on them, they're just gonna take it off the tree, take it, smash it up. You just don't know. But it's when these groups of lads and lasses sometimes are in the woods that you find in the morning that trees have been snapped and thrown in the stream, and litter appears, beer cans, you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, and the fact that I've got no footage again is just adding to the frustration. But we'll continue. Try again tonight. I'll have to think about where I'm going to put the camera tonight, because we need some footage. So in the last episode you'll have seen me collecting rubbish from the stream, the woods, and I said at the time, let's see how quick the rubbish comes back. Well, I've been through the woods this morning and there's litter about already, and just walking down the bridleway last night I saw lads just throwing bottles into the hedgerow. They were just in the playing field and just chucking bottles into the hedgerow. You should approach them really and say something, but you just can't be too careful these days. So you've just got to bite your lip and move on. And this is what I'm up against, or what we're up against. This is what I mean. This is where I was clearing the bottles yesterday morning. All that wood's been thrown in the stream. Bottles down there, litter down there, and that's all come from that debris shelter there. So it's going to block the stream, it's going to back up, cause problems. That was all done last night. Just met the dog walker who I see every morning, and he's just been telling me that he comes in the woods every morning and he clears the streams of all the logs and wood that people have thrown in the stream. He always has his wellies on. He says that's why I wear my wellies, because I have to go in that stream and I have to clear it out every morning. And I've just told him about what I've just shown you, and he was furious. And then I've been in yesterday and tidied up all the litter, and that's all reappeared. and it just puts you in a bad mood. Makes you think, why did we bother? If we didn't, then I suppose it would get really bad. But yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit disgruntled this morning. Don't know, as he trips up, there's rubbish down there. I don't know if it's because I'm tired, but just seeing what I've seen this morning, it just puts you in a bad frame of mind. This isn't a good start to the morning, so I've got to snap out of that. So I've been around the fields. I'm just heading back now. Go and get a brew. That'll cheer me up. Right, catch you later. Good morning everybody, and welcome to the second part of this episode. It's day 79. Sorry to bring you all this negativity, but it's another bad start to the morning. I've just been to collect the camera. I placed it last night in woodpecker wood on one of those posts, fence posts again, a bit lower down this time. So yeah, I went to collect the camera. Half of the bait had gone, but I did check the footage and there are some clips on there, so that's good. But it's what I witnessed on my way into the wood, which I can only describe as mindless actions of people who just have no respect for wildlife or nature. Makes you wonder if they have respect for anything else, to be honest. This is another example of the kind of destruction up against. See how long here. Spotted this last night, but I didn't realise how bad it was. All just ripped off, snapped off. Why? So annoying. Look how dangerous that's been left for any kids coming in here with the parents walking the dog. Just about face height, that. But it's so upsetting to see. It just makes you wonder, why do they do it? It's just so frustrating, so annoying, and it's it just puts a dampener on your day. So yeah, wasn't too happy about that. However, on a positive note, I did go out again last night with my Nikon Coolpix P510 in an attempt to get a photo of a bat. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get used to the features and functions of the camera, because I've only ever used it in auto mode really. So I'm starting to try to understand the shutter speeds, aperture settings, things like that. And it makes it a lot more difficult at night. Things change at night. However, I did manage to get a picture of the bat. Took me a while. I had the shutter speed set very high setting, and I had to use the flash, and I was also having to pan the camera. Whoosh. I was like panning quick to try and follow the bat, because there weren't that many out, so I had to wait for one to come along. There's your beggar. I had to wait for one to come along and then sort of track it with the camera and take the photo. But I did succeed. It's not great, but I was quite happy with that. And then on my way back, I spotted a tawny owl. So again, I tried to get some photos of the tawny owl. And again, it took me several attempts. And I was flashing the camera probably 3 or 4 times at the owl at different distances and moving closer and closer each time without disturbing it. But the flash didn't seem to bother it. Eventually I got close enough to get a photo or 2. Again, they're not brilliant, but it's an improvement on the last one. So yeah, again, I was quite pleased with that. So ideally what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do the same as what I've done with the gimbal, and that's just use the camera on a daily basis, just trying the different functions just so that I get used to using it, and hopefully we'll get some better photos. I don't know whether you've been following Spring Watch. In a previous episode, Chris Packham was talking about how going for a walk in your local countryside and spotting something sort of amazing in nature, whether it be a young bird being fed by its parent, or an owl in the evening, or a fox like I've been doing, how it can trigger chemicals in your brain that put you in a good mood. Well, that's pretty much what's happened to me this morning. I was on a bit of a downer because of the destructive actions in Woodpecker Wood, but then I continued on down the bridleway and I spotted a wren coming out of sort of a gate post that's been really overgrown with ivy, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that's where it's nesting and keeping its young. So I just stood there and watched for a few minutes, and sure enough, the parent returned with, I don't know what was in its mouth. I'm not quite sure what wrens eat, but it looked like it might have been, I don't know, a sort of soggy butterfly. I really don't know what it was. But just standing there watching that wren for a few minutes just picked me up, put me in a good mood. And I was ready for heading back. But after I saw that, I thought, right, I'm going to carry on. So I've come out into the fields now, feeling a bit better about myself. So it's another wet day, ground's soaking, bottom of my trousers are already wet. But we're just going to continue around the field, and then we will head back, because it's nearly brew time. So that's it for today. It's been another wet one. That's the end of the 70s. Tomorrow we move into the 80s. So I hope you enjoyed that, despite the negativity. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button up here, or the one down below. Leave your comments down below as well. Always like reading those. Don't forget to click on that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next week. We'll see you on the next video. I was going to say episode and video, came out wrong. See you on the next video.